Welcome back to Overrivals. This is where I take two games that I love and compare their characters. With Overwatch and Rivals having around the same amount of characters, I want to give my overall thoughts and comparison of some of the characters that seem pretty similar to each other. The matchup we have today. In the Overwatch corner, he is the eldest of the Shimada brothers. He has become the dragon more times than you have touched a woman. It is Hanzo. In the Rivals corner from Waverly, Iowa, the Ronin, the master marksman, Hawkeye. Now onto the comparison. Both of them have a bow and arrow. They both have movement abilities. Their headshots on squishies are one taps. They both can also never run out of arrows, which is the funniest thing in the world to me. Now onto the differences. The draw system on both of them are very different. With Hanzo, when you draw his arrow to its max point, that's as much damage as he can deal with that arrow. With Hawkeye, on the other hand, he can gain more damage the more he has the enemy in his crosshair. From 1 to 100, he can add more damage to his arrows. Both archers have different types of trick arrows. Hawkeye has his 3-draw bomb arrow. He also has his pierce arrow that goes through shields, walls, every different thing. And I was going to talk about his other arrows, but it got taken out of the game. He used to have a freeze arrow that he would get from Luna, and then I think he had one more, but I don't know, honestly. Hanzo has his sonic arrow, and when you get his main perk, you can also use his scatter arrow. Now, ultimates. When talking about ultimates, they're both very different. Hanzo obviously has his dual dragons that go through walls, shields, everything. And then Hawkeye has this different type of ult that for around 12 seconds, I believe, he gets full damage on all his arrows. And he can see the after image of all the people that he had in his line of sight. Now, if this was 2018 Prime Overwatch, the win was going to go to Hanzo easily, purely off of his damage of Scatter Arrow. An ability that could one-shot anyone other than tanks by aiming at the ground. He was a menace. Obviously, he has his storm arrows, but honestly, there's nothing that can be Scatter Arrow for me in my eyes. Now, if we were going to say who wins, for right now, I think it's Hawkeye, based purely on his ult. While a well-placed Hanzo ult is comp, but a lot of Hanzo mains suck at using his ult and just have great aim. With Hawkeye, he can track enemies and it doesn't even have to aim at the real person when he's ulting. It's an insanely close match, especially because there's not really much range you can do to a bow and arrow character in video games, except for Green Arrow, of course, in DC Allies. But that's for a different season.